Symbols, wonderful stuff. Let's go into correspondences. Whoa, you're definitely going to need a book for that. Correspondences could be anything from colors to crystals to dates and times. I'll try to give you an example of each. Colors. Red is an easy one. Red corresponds with fire. Fire corresponds with passion and transmutation. And let's move on to okay, red. We're using red. So the ruby. The ruby is one of my favorite stones, actually, and to me that's a very intense stone for transformation. I'm wearing an amethyst. An amethyst is known to have the energy of awakening the third eye, enhancing intuitive abilities. As well, we have even the days of the week. Monday, moon day. The moon is associated with Monday. Tuesday is associated with the god Tews, which is associated with the god Mars. So Tuesday is more of a warlike energy. Wednesday is Woden's day. It is associated with the All-Father Woden, Odin. So that's a good time to work on wisdom. And then you can break down the tables even more and go into the hours of the day. I don't know the hours of the day. I do need my reference books to do that. But when I was being trained, at the very beginning, I had to perform a ceremony. I think it was like 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., all the way until I went to bed and I let myself sleep from 9 to 6. But there was a reason for that. And I believe, if I remember, it was like the late 90s. I believe it had something to do with like sunrise, sunset, the power of the sun, saluting the sun or saluting Ra. I forgot what the name of the ritual was I had to do. But so you have those correspondences. As well, you have herbal correspondences. Different herbs have different associations with them. Get to know them. You can throw on, I'm not really good with herbs. I'm sorry. I can't. I'll just say that mugwort is used for most things magical. And that's the one I know very well. And the one I use the most, if you want to add a little, also dragon's blood. Also, if you want to add a little oomph and a little bit of, I don't want to say aggression, but think of it like steroids for your magic. Same thing with smells, as we all know, sage is very cleansing and neutralizing. So symbols and correspondences. As we understand how these correspondences and these symbols work, you can apply them to the intent of your work. We're going to get into that in just a minute. And then, of course, we have meditation and visualization. It goes without saying how important a daily practice of meditation and developing your visualization skills is. That falls across the array of magical practices and systems. Without the ability to meditate, you will not be able to enhance your focus. You need to have focus when you're doing these rituals. You need to have focus when you're doing these spells, these ceremonies. Meditation is an absolute must. Developing your visualization is very, very important. I've heard people say, oh, well, I just can't visualize. I just can't visualize. When I first started, I did not have the ability to visualize at all. And I was one of those people that said, I'm not going to use visualization. I used to say that I'm a feeler, I'm an empath. I feel, so I can feel the feeling of it. But through certain exercises, I was able to develop my visualization skills. One of those was a exercise utilizing the tarot cards, and it's a technique called scanning. And that's where you take one card every single day and you scan it like half inch by half inch, just like left to right, just keep scanning half inch and noticing all the little again, I can't say intricacies or whatever, intricacies, that will help you with your visualization. Because then what was done, once you've scanned that card a few times, what you do is you close your eyes and you scan it using your mind's eye, and you'd be amazed how clear the detail that you have starts to come out. Another great visualization technique is, I call it the apple, the mighty apple. Placing an apple in front of you. Let's say you're sitting on the couch. Let's say you're sitting on the couch. You place an apple on your coffee table if you have one, or slide a little table in front of you, pretty close, maybe 2 to 3 feet away from you so you can see it clearly. Those of us getting older can't see that far sometimes. But place the apple in front of you and just stare at it for about 3 minutes. Just gazing at it, just gazing at the apple, gazing at the apple, gazing at the apple, noticing all of its curves, noticing if it's shiny, noticing any blemishes, noticing if there's a stem, noticing if there's, like, how sometimes at the stem there's a little green part before it gets red, so just noticing every little detail of it, just gazing at the apple for a good 3 minutes. And then while you're gazing, you start visualizing what it looks like on the other side of it, behind it, of what that might look like. So you can have a whole 3D image of what that apple is as you're gazing at it. And then what you do is you close your eyes and you pick away the apple, lean forward, pick away the apple, and hold that image of the apple that you just burned into your brain, and open your eyes and see the apple in front of you. Just see it the way it was just moments ago, just staring, gazing at the apple as it was, as if it is still there.